Okay. I believe the sound is okay. Let me check. Yeah, the sound is okay. Um, this is gonna be our second video of the Be Profitable series. The first video was how to trade supply zone and demand zone. So now this is the second video. Yeah, this is the second video where we're gonna be focusing in much details about supply and demand zone, which is called the mystery of supply and demand zone. So for more information, you can check our website. But nevertheless, let me show you something. Here we are. You see, there are several things that you need to be looking at before you can identify your supply on your demand or your demand zones. First thing first, you need to make sure that you know what's the trend. What's the trend? You need to know your trend, whether it's a downtrend or it's an uptrend. And the reason why you need to know your trend is because we know that in an uptrend, we will be looking for demand zones only. Demand zones only in an uptrend. And then when we are in a downtrend, we're going to be looking for supply zones only. And the reason why we are looking for demand zones in an uptrend, it's very simple. Because in an uptrend, the market is taking out previous highs. So we cannot be looking for supply zones in an uptrend because the market is taking out previous highs. So in a downtrend, we cannot be looking for a demand zone, but supply zones only. The reason why we cannot look for demand zone in a downtrend, it's because the market is taking out previous lows. So if you put your demand zone in a downtrend, there are high chances that you're going to hit a loss, unnecessary loss. So we also look for what we need to see impulse swing in the market or price imbalance, which results from impulse swing. That's what we want to see in the market. And also when price get to your demand or your supply zone, we want to see the market moving. I mean, like when price get to your demand in your supply zone, there should not be any consolidation when it gets there. We just want to see price rejecting very, very, very quickly, which validates that this is your supply and demand zone. So also we need to be looking for a QML structure. You can use it if you have your QML there at your demand and supply zones, because most of the time you find that you identify your demand and supply zones and also you find in QML at the same area, which makes your factors, which makes it to be, how can I put it? It makes things easy for you. It makes that level to be trusted as your demand and supply zones, because you have 2 or 3 things confirming the same things. You have your QML, you have your demand zone. So you have 2 things confirming the same things, which makes it which will make that level that you will be looking at the most trusted level. So now about the QML thing, I know I've not made a video about the QML and stuff like that, explaining into much detail, but I just made a short video. I think it's about 7 minutes, where I was just showing structures of QML. You can check that video and see what is a QML there. And then after this video, I'm gonna make another video where I will be explaining the QML. And then after that video, I'm gonna make another video where I will be explaining how to trade demand and supply zones with QML, combining them, giving you one thing, giving you confirmation. So, but nevertheless, let's go to the second slide. Okay, so here is the thing that we need to be looking at. here is the market. This is a chart. As I've mentioned, that you need to identify the trend. You can see this is an uptrend and a downtrend. I will not explain anything, but I want you to notice something. Sorry, I think I have flu. As you can see that the market is going up. As you can see the market going up, it takes out previous highs. As you can see the market going up, it takes out previous highs. And as you can see in a downtrend, as the market is going down, it takes out previous lows. In a downtrend, the market is taking out previous lows. And in an uptrend, the market is taking out what? Previous highs. That's what you need to understand. That's what you need to put in your mind. So now let's go to the next slide and see what we have. Okay, so as I've mentioned, now we are looking at an uptrend. This is an uptrend. So in an uptrend, we are looking for what? For demand zones only. As you can see, it's just that I didn't write demand zones and stuff like that because I was just tired. So as you can see, we are in an uptrend. What are we looking for in an uptrend? We are looking for demand zones. And the reason why we are not looking for supply zones is because the market is in an uptrend. And if the market is in an uptrend, the way it moves, it will take out previous highs. That's what it does. So we cannot be looking for supply zones because the market is aiming on taking out previous highs. So the only thing that we need to be looking at is what we call demand zones because the market is going up. So there is a demand in the market. So as you can see here, we cannot identify this area here as our supply zone. The reason is simple, is because we are in an uptrend. We are in an uptrend. We expect to see the market taking out every previous high. Why? Because we are in an uptrend. We cannot identify this also as our what? Our supply zone. And the reason that is because we are in an uptrend. The market is taking out the previous highs in an uptrend. So that is why it is very key for you to identify the trend before identifying a supply and demand zone. So the only thing we can look at now is what? It's demand zones only because we are in an uptrend. As you can see here, boom, we have our demand zone. The market come down, then it moved quickly away. And as you can see here, the market, boom, it hits our demand zone, it goes up. As you can see here, it hits our demand zone, it goes up. So this is what you need to be looking for. You don't need to you don't need to confuse yourself, I mean, because I see a lot of people, they just look they have this concept of saying each and every high or each and every low, it's a demand zone or it's a supply zone, of which is not true. Not every high that you see, not every low that you see will give you your demand zone, and not every high that you see will give you your supply zone. You need to understand what makes a high your supply zone or what makes a low your demand zone. That's what you need to understand. You need to understand the price in the market. Just look at your chart. Where is the market going? The market is going up currently. So what are we looking for? We are looking for buyers. So we are looking forward to buy because the market is going up. So that's why we look for demand zones only. I hope you can. I hope people understand this. But let me show you this so that I can clarify more. Okay, here is something which I've made, which I believe will be useful. So here is the market now. Let's take, we have the market here. This is the market. We have our demand zone. Just look at this. This will be clear. Okay, we have a high here. The market goes down. Then it goes up. It forms a low. and then the market take out this high here, and then it comes down. Therefore, this is our what? It's our demand zones. It's our demand zone, I mean. And the reason is simple. Why we classify it as our demand zone? It's because it took out this high here. So if the market took out this high, it simply validates that we are still going up. But let's take the market now failed to take this high. That simply means this zone here, it cannot be trusted if the market failed to take this high. But since the market succeeded in taking out this high, therefore it can be trusted, this demand zone. Even here, the market succeeded in taking out the previous high. Therefore, this area here can be trusted as a demand zone. If the market fails to take out this high, we will not trust this. I hope you get this. So as you can see here, I've indicated something. These are our downtrend and these are our uptrend. So as I've mentioned earlier, that in a downtrend, we are not looking for demand zones. We only look for supply zones. And the reason why I'm saying in a downtrend, we are not looking for demand zones is because the market is taking out previous lows, previous lows, previous lows, previous lows. Imagine you put your demand here. What's going to happen? The market will come back and take it out. Why? Because it's in a downtrend. So that is why when you see a downtrend, don't think about demand zones. You need to be looking for your supply zones because the trend is down. So then now, let's look at an example here. What we see here, I've written here that this area, it's not a demand. I've indicated that this is not a demand zone. And the reason why it's not a demand zone, it's simple. As you can see here, we have a high here. We have a high here. The market drops. And then the market comes up and the market failed to take out this high here. Therefore, I'm not going to trade this. It's not trustworthy. If you can say, okay, I can take a trade on this one. Maybe one time I took a trade and I make a win. It's good for you. Good luck on that one. But it's not trustworthy for me. I don't like to do 50% trading. I don't do that. So by reasoning the way I reason, because I want to see this, for an example, I want to see this high taking out this high. Therefore, I can trade this area as a demand zone. But since it failed to took out this, it simply tells me that the market has not yet shifted. According to me, it has not confirmed the shift, whether it's because now, as you can see here, we see a market shift. The market is shifting now to be what? To be an uptrend. So if it doesn't take out the previous high, it doesn't confirm an uptrend to me. So that is why I'm not going to be buying in this area where I've indicated not demand zone, because that high, it did not take out the previous high. So this is what happens now. I don't trade this one. Let the market come down and the market go up. Boom, it took out this high. The moment it took out this high, now I trust this area as what? As a demand zone. Then the market comes down and hit here and go up, take out this previous high, and then I trust this area as a demand zone. Also, it took out this one then come down, and then go up, took out this, I can trust this area, and then it comes down, boom, and then it hits, then it failed now to take out this high. What's going to happen? Immediately when I see the market dropping and coming here, I'm going to wait. I'm not going to trade this area here. This area here, I'm not going to trade it. I'm not going to indicate it as what? As a demand zone. Why? Because this high failed to take out the previous high. Because if the market is in an uptrend, I want to see it taking previous highs. That's what validates that the market is in an uptrend. But if it fails now to take out the previous highs, it cannot be trusted. What if the market now is starting to change to go into a downtrend? So I will wait to see what is happening, which trend the market is taking. So for an example, as you can see here, the market failed to take out this, then it comes down. We don't trade here. I didn't even indicate it as a demand zone. And then boom, the market goes up. It take out this one now. Now I see the market, it take out this one. Therefore, I can trade this area. So that's the concept that you need to be having about your demand and your supply zones. You don't need to confuse yourself. There is nothing difficult. It's all about understanding your downtrend and your uptrend. So let's look what's next. Basically, what I've just explained on that picture that you saw, it's simply this. It's simply this that I've explained. You can see we have our supply zones in a what? In a downtrend. That's what we are doing. That's what you need to be doing. You only look for supply zones in your downtrend. Which is the same thing which I've explained, You want to see in a downtrend, you expect the market to be taking out previous lows. Therefore, you cannot be looking for demand and supply zones in a downtrend. You only look for supply zones. That's what you will be looking for. So without any waste of time, let me check. I believe this is the last slide. We are done with everything. I'm gonna put something on the next video, but for now, let me call this a day. If there is anything that you did not understand, you can just comment and then I will attend to you. And also, please don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Shalom, 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 shalom.